Hiya, my name is Stacie Townsend, and let's learn to play better pickleball with Pickler and USA Pickleball. Your friends, co-workers, the news, celebrities, everybody is talking about the fastest growing sport, pickleball. Now it's time for you to join the fun.
Pickleball can be played as a doubles game, where you have two players on each side of the court. Or it can be played as a singles game, where there's only one person on each side of the court. To start a game, decide who will serve first. Any fair method will do. Once you decide who serves first, the player starting on the right-hand side of the court will serve. Pickleball uses an underhand serve, or you can use a drop serve, and the serve must go cross-court. Pickleball has a two-bounce rule, which means the first two shots of a rally must bounce. So both the serve must bounce and the return must bounce. From there, you may hit the pickleball off the bounce or out of the air, which we call a volley.
The rally will continue until someone makes a fault.
For instance, there's a double bounce, someone hits the pickleball out of bounds,
Ow!
Or someone hits the pickleball into the net. All shots that are in the court or on the lines of the court are in, except that the serve must be in the service box beyond the kitchen line. If the serve hits the kitchen or the kitchen line, then that is out. Out balls are called by the player or team on the side of the pickleball court where the pickleball bounces. Be sure to call out balls loudly and only when you see the pickleball out of bounds.
Out! Now let's talk about scoring in pickleball, which admittedly can be a little confusing. First, you can only score if you're the serving team.
So if you win the rally as a serving team, you win a point, you switch sides of the court, and the same server will serve but in the opposite direction. If you lose the rally as a serving team, then the serve moves to the next player. If the serve goes to the other side of the court, which we call a side out, then the person on the right-hand side of the court will go first in doubles pickleball. In singles pickleball, you will serve on the side of the court based on your score. In doubles pickleball, the first serving team only has one service turn. This is why you start every doubles game with a loud
Let's do it too.
After the first side out, each side then has two service turns. In other words, each player gets a shot at serving.
Speaking of the score, be sure to shout it out loudly before every serve.
The first number is your score. The second number is the other side's score. And the third number is which service turn you are on for doubles pickleball. Singles pickleball, which is less popular than doubles pickleball, will only have two numbers. For instance, 0-0, because each side will only have one service turn. Most pickleball games are played to 11 points, and you must win by 2 points. One other unique rule to the sport of pickleball is that you cannot hit the ball out of the air while you are standing in the non-volley zone. In other words, no volleys in the kitchen. This also means that your momentum cannot carry you into the kitchen when hitting a volley.
Kitchen.
Reaching over the non-volley zone line above the surface area of the court is permitted. You can also hit the pickleball after the pickleball is bounced in the non-volley zone. You can even stand in the kitchen, although not recommended, as long as you are not volleying the pickleball. So again, no volleys in the kitchen.
So let's put it all together.
We have an underhand serve, must go cross court. Both the serve and the return must bounce. If the serving team wins the rally, they get a point and switch sides. Remember, you only switch sides if you win a point as the serving team. If the serving team loses, then everyone stays put, no points are awarded, and the serve goes to the next person. First team to 11 points wins. At the end of the game, be sure to paddle tap and give kudos for a great game. And lastly, remember, no volleys in the kitchen.
So do you have it all down? If not, no worries. Get out there, join the fun and the fastest growing sport, pickleball. If you like this pickleball video, be sure to share it with your pickleball friends and partners, and we'll see you out on the pickleball courts.